Hello YouTube, it's your girl Kimberly. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. In this video we are going to talk about the top 10, let me get y'all with the 10 MAC Cosmetics products. Yes, you heard me, MAC Cosmetics. I'm going to make MAC a thing again, okay? She's coming back and y'all can thank me. But make sure you subscribe to the channel, that way you won't miss out on any of the great videos that I make here. Beauty, hair care, skin, makeup, technology, travel, little hot topics. We talk all the things and we want you to be here to be a part of it. So hit the subscribe button and hit the notification button, that way you won't miss anything. And if you like this video, like the video so that way I know to make more videos like it. Alright, let's jump into the list. Now it's funny, for all the other, if you are subscribed to the channel, you'll see that this is like a little series I have going, and other brands it's just like, oh, top 10, these are the 10, thanks for watching, bye. Not only could I not get MAC down to 10, I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 honorable mentions, because I was like, I can't just not say them, but also they're not top 10 because I can only pick 10. It was a whole thing with me in my head on the internet double checking these products are still available. But I love MAC. They're coming out with a lot newer products. They have this lip plumping lip gloss stick balm that's having a moment with the TikTok girlies. The MAC Stack Mascara had a big launch and was a big deal on social media. So I want to implore people, don't just only look at MAC when something goes viral. They have the basics for you to have amazing makeup, and not just amazing makeup, but like easy to use, easy to apply, and you'll look flawless. Like, yes, you can do an 18 stage beat with the 4-minute baking period and do all of that, but you can also have an easy 1 layer apply foundation, 1 layer apply concealer, powder, blush, contour, highlight, and look like a makeup artist did your face and you did it. So that's what I love about MAC, and they have the best version of everything you need. So like the best liquid, the best powder, the best cream, the best eyes, the best mascara, the best, and they have one that is really going to fit what you're looking for, and that's what made this so hard. So let's start off with the honorable mentions. Honorable mention number 1, paint pots. Nobody has really been able to duplicate the paint pot. It is a phenomenal primer, but then it's also giving you color, and it's like the transition color before we even knew what transition colors were in the 90s. Like, just cover your eye with this and then put the shimmer over here and then put the darker shade in the corner and blend. Like, yeah, paint pots, if you have oily skin, dry skin, creasy eyelids, hooded eyelids, no matter what your situation is with your eyes, the paint pot is just like a perfect version of an eyeshadow primer, because often eyeshadow primers, either they can get cakey or flaky, or they have a white cast for deep dark skin tones. So paint pots just eliminated both issues. No weird coloring in the background, and it's a solid opaque color that you can either blend it out to do a color wash, or you could pack it on and have a really opaque color and build your eye look on top of that. Paint pots were amazing. Second honorable mention, the eyebrow styler. Spiked eyebrow pencil was the only eye pencil I used until Anastasia Beverly Hills came out. Like, Spiked was the pencil. It was small, you could do little hair-like strokes if you had the time, or you could do a little more bigger, fuller, and then comb it out with the other end. It's a great eyebrow pencil, and it's a staple in a lot of artist kits and a lot of people's makeup collections. Next is Fix Plus. Fix Plus has morphed into a whole Fix Plus cinematic universe. Back in the day, it was one Fix Plus. Now they got Fix Plus Radiant, Fix Plus Matte, Fix Plus Hydration, Fix Plus this. I'm like, okay, Fix Plus, you out here? You out here? But there's so many Fix Pluses, and it's a great setting spray. There's nothing worse than one thing that used to happen a lot to us makeup girls back in 2015, 2016, is that you would put on all this makeup, you'd look cakey and dry, and now it's like, what you gonna do? You're not gonna wash your face off and start all over again, so you spray the Fix Plus, and it would revive your makeup and look lifelike and human, and you'd look not dry again, and it just saved the day so many times. So I love Fix Plus for that. Prep and Prime Skin. Prep and Prime Skin is one of the 5 probably primers that I could use where I don't have an allergic reaction. It feels so moisturizing, especially on the dry parts of my face. It just feels like I gave myself a little mini spa treatment. It is my favorite primer of all time. I don't really wear face primer anymore, but if I did, it would be Prep and Prime Skin from MAC. MAC Pro Longwear Concealer is one of the best concealers ever created. The only issue is that stupid little pump. If y'all put a doe foot in that thing, y'all will change the world. But that stupid little pump, it puts out too much product and we waste our money. But Pro Longwear Concealer is like one of the longest lasting concealers. You can put that concealer on, swim the ocean, go through the sands of time, and come back home and you will look just like how you were when you left. Pro Longwear Concealer won't move. She's there for a long time, not a good time. And it is a great concealer, and especially because MAC already has this system with so many shades, it is a workhorse concealer. Like, if you know you want to do your makeup and then you're going to leave your house for 15 hours and you want to look good when you come home, Pro Longwear Concealer from MAC. The last honorable mention is Studio Finish Concealer. So that concealer is really thick and creamy, but when you blend it out, it looks so beautiful, and it has like a little sheen, so it gives you like a natural satin finish on the skin. It's so pretty. It's very stark for under eye, but for like spots or spot blemishes and stuff like that, it's really beautiful looking and easy. It cooperates very well with other makeup products, which all concealers don't do, especially cream concealers. So one of the best cream concealers out there. So now that we got the honorable mentions out the way, let's actually get into the countdown. So number 10, Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. If you have a special occasion, you're doing a photo shoot and you're just like, I really want to look put together and beautiful for this moment, and I don't want it to devolve or the oil to break it down or to look too shiny or to just have my makeup look fall apart later in the important day, then you need to use Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. It is not a good everyday foundation because it is very stripping to the skin, but for that special day, that special occasion, or if you have a job where you spend like a few hours in front of like a studio audience, like a newscaster or like a Zoom show or something like that, then you might want to use it for that time, and then, you know, wash it off once you get home and not do it too much. But it is a never fail full coverage liquid foundation that is just iconic. Like, nobody can replace her. Studio Fix Fluid, she's in the foundation hall of fame. Like, signed, sealed, delivered, first ballot, 100% of the votes. Like, her place is already solidified, and there's still to this day a lot of makeup artists who are like, what is your day like? Okay, weddings at 6, but you're starting to get ready at 12. Let's bring out the Studio Fix Fluid. Number 9, Studio Fix Powder Foundation. Not only is it a good, one thing about a lot of powder foundations is they're not good to be your only foundation. Like, they're good to set liquids, but when you try to cover your whole face and get coverage with the powder, it fails. And this just doesn't do that. This powder foundation works as a setting powder, it works as a foundation, it works as a concealer cover up, it works as a blotting powder. It is so multi-hyphenated functional, and you can get the shade that exactly matches your skin tone because they have so many different shades. A lot of powder foundations, it's a condensed range. Every shade doesn't have a powder, and with MAC, you don't have to worry about that. It is a wonderful powder foundation, and that's a cute little black compact with a little sponge, and it's easy to use on the go. Number 8, MAC Stack Mascara. Now, MAC Stack Mascara is a newer product. It's funny, back in the day, it was actually a joke that, like, go buy your makeup from MAC and then go to Macy's counter or Sephora or someplace else and buy your mascara, because MAC, all of their mascaras were trash for a long time. Makeup artists did know which ones to be like, ooh, take this mascara, mix it with mixing medium and put black pigment in it and mix a little black track, and they knew the tricks to make the mascara work. But as an everyday consumer, I was never going to do that. I was like, I need to pull out the tube, comb, repeat, and then the mascara is perfect. And that is what this mascara is. Like, MAC Stack is perfect. Like, they have the little brush for the lower lashes, the full size for the regular lashes, and it is a wonderful layering mascara, and it works really well. Number 7, Pro Longwear Fluid Eyeliner in Black Track. Gel eyeliner to this day is still my favorite eyeliner. I just can't bring myself to keep the little brush and the eyeliner together. I always lose somebody, and then I'm just like, this is why I need a felt tip, so I don't gotta worry about this. But Black Track was my life. I have very oily eyelids, so a lot of the other gel eyeliners would transfer onto my eyelid, and then I would get that perfect black circle because of the oiliness. This was before I knew to put powder on there. But yeah, Black Track would never move, it wouldn't budge, and it would be black, 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 black. And it is, that and Bobbi Brown are the 2 best gel eyeliners, but Black Track probably wins. Black Track wins. Next we have number 6, Face and Body Foundation. Face and Body Foundation from MAC was the first foundation that I ever purchased with my own money, and it is a beautiful foundation. You don't always need 88,000 layers of coverage. Sometimes you just need the face and body on top, and then a little concealer spot, or a cream foundation and just on the discoloration. But face and body feels so soft, it looks so beautiful. And even if you're oily, you just set it a little bit with powder, and it looks like your skin, it looks like you just walked out the spa. It's a great foundation. Also, not that many body foundations out here, and especially now with so many people with like tattoos, and you want to have different looks and stuff, and you want to maybe have, like, if you have like KP, you just want to kind of cover it a little bit on your legs, or diffuse it a little bit. You can use face and body for all of that. So it definitely won't cover your tattoos, but it will definitely like veil them, so that way they're not as like like they're not as shocking. You would need like a color corrector and the concealer if you wanted to really full on cover it, or like some derma blend or some real stuff. But the face and body is definitely a beautiful, like, especially if you got one leg out in a dress and you want that leg to like glimmer, face and body. All right, so that was number 6. Number 5, MAC eyeshadows. MAC has the best eyeshadow system ever out of like all the brands. Like, even other brands, they'll have individual shadows that are great, but in terms of building your own palettes, having shades where people just know the names, Taupe, Embark, like the fact that I can say a name and the colors in your mind, like, MAC eyeshadows are iconic. And they are super pigmented. They work for all skin tones, skin types. You can build your own wardrobe of amazing shadows and travel with them, and any MAC store you can get any one, and you already know that's the one that's going to be the same shade of what you're looking for. And MAC eyeshadows are just undefeated. Like, Pat McGrath makes great eyeshadows, but she doesn't have a system for you to customize your own palette for what you need. And honestly, I feel like we're going to start heading back to that. It's not the trend in makeup yet, but there's so many times when people are making eyeshadow looks and they're like, okay, here's my Patch Your Top palette, and then I use my ColourPop, and then I use my Too Faced, and then I use, and it's like, with MAC, you could have just picked those 4 colors that you like and make your own little custom palette, and then have this ready anytime you wanted that look. And there's just not, I mean, some people do depot eyeshadows from palettes, but it's really so much work and nobody has time for that. So the MAC system's perfect because you can either get the pre-made palettes or you can customize for what you need. Next we have number 4, Mineralize Skinfinish Natural. Studio Fix powder is definitely going to give you that kind of made up look, but oh my goodness, Studio Mineralize Skinfinish Natural with face and body foundation looks like I woke up like this. Like, you look like a real human person. Like, if I touch your skin, there's nothing on it. And it's just a really beautiful lightweight powder that's not as heavy and dense as a powder foundation, but it's not as blow away with the wind like a setting powder, because it's still a compact, and you can reapply layers of it and you still look natural. Like, I never saw a powder that did that. Like, I was addicted to Mineralize Skinfinish Natural when I first got into the makeup space in like 2009, and I swear there was a day when I applied that powder like 15 times to my face, on top of my face and body, and I never looked cakey. Like, it would just absorb the oil a little, still have the color, not be too opaque. I still would look human, and it would have dimension to the skin. So it's supposed to be a natural finish powder, and it's exactly that. So I love that stuff. Now I'm thinking of all the things I want to buy from MAC, Lord. Number 3, Studio Fix Tech Cream to Powder Foundation. I know there's a lot of foundations that claim to be cream to powder, but the cream don't cream or the powder don't powder. But the MAC Studio Fix Tech is the best. It's funny, everybody was going crazy for that Kat Von D Good Apples nonsense. I was like, MAC is right there. This is Studio Tech, but Studio Tech got more colors. Why y'all reinventing the wheel? But Studio Tech is perfect. It's my favorite cream foundation of all time, after Pat McGrath, after Bobbi Brown stick foundation. That's the only thing I don't like about Studio Tech, is that it's the compact. But if they make it into the stick, it's over. But I oftentimes just apply with a brush, and I apply it at the house. I'm not one of these in the street foundation people, really. But it's so smooth. It's buttery. It levels out almost, like self-leveling. So if you have like acne or pimples or any kind of like blackheads or raised pores, it like levels out your skin to make it look smoother than it actually is. And there's not a lot of foundations that could do that. Cream is one of those mediums that are more forgiving, but the Studio Tech just does it flawlessly, and it looks so beautiful and lifelike. If you have oily skin, it's one of the few cream foundations that don't fight back and looks pretty. Number 2, Studio Fix 24 Hour Smooth Wear Concealer. If I could only wear one product for the rest of my life, it would be that concealer. Because I feel like I could put it under eye, I could put it on my lid, I could put it on my face. I just get a different shade to contour with. It is so beautifully smooth and easy to apply. It's so gorgeous, and it's flying off the shelves. It's one of their #1 products. It has a little doe foot. It almost looks like a lip gloss, but it is a great concealer, and it is wearable, lifelike. It mixes well with, like, even when you have, it's more on the satin, like, natural finish, but even when you have matte makeup, if you have dewy makeup, it somehow just goes with any kind of foundation, like, and a lot of concealers can't do that. So beautiful. One of my favorite concealers, and it's good for like shaping your brows too. So last thing, #1 product, drum roll, is lipsticks. There's no makeup company that has the category, that has the cultural relevance and the cultural currency to have a conversation about lipsticks like MAC Cosmetics does. They have retro matte, regular matte, satin, cream sheen, glazes, lusters. There's so many different powder, kiss to powder, cream to powder. There's so many different lipstick finishes, shades, colors, looks, that there's no possible lipstick that you could want that you can't find there. And not only do they have the everyday, Modesty, which is like the mauve, Teddy, which is like the neutral pink, they also have Ruby Woo, which is the bright red, neon orange, where the shade is literally neon orange, Heroin, which is the best purple lipstick that was ever created in the history of the world, right? So MAC lipsticks are second to none. Unfortunately, a lot of mine are aging out, and they're gonna have to go to the trash soon, so we'll see. I might try and do a little show and tell before they go out. I did have a horrible skin reaction when I swatched like a 8-year-old MAC mascara, and I ended up having to go to the doctor, so I gotta be careful with that. But I mean, a MAC lipstick that was really old, but they are gorgeous, and no matter what you're looking for, you could find the look. So if you want a satin red lip, they got it. A matte red lip, They even have blue lipstick, black lipstick, like Rebel. What's the Rebel, which is like that deep red. There was another one. What was the one that was kind of like Rebel? There's so many iconic lipsticks from MAC that you could just say the name and people just automatically know what you're talking about. Oh, remember Angel, that luster one that like everybody was obsessed with and had glitter lips for the longest time? Oh child, MAC lipsticks are the best. I don't know anybody doing it like MAC. And the thing is, the price is still good compared to what other high-end lipsticks cost, and you still get a lot of product, and it's very, very durable. I will say that a lot of other brands where their makeup is like melting and sliding and falling out the package, MAC lipsticks, they can be shaken up all crazy. They still stick in, unless you have it in the glove compartment in like a hot weather. Other than that, they will survive. Favorite lipstick, best high-end lipstick ever. Nobody is topping MAC. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I hope that this was helpful, and like I said, we're bringing MAC back one video at a time. So if there's anything that you like from MAC that was not mentioned here, I know I did not mention lip gloss. It's a great product, but I just couldn't kick anybody else off the list for lip gloss. Like, that didn't seem fair. So I guess another honorable mention, but she's a workhorse. We're always gonna love her. She's not going nowhere. But thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.